thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes.
He's a monster. And the only thing I can guarantee, Mike gonna touch Jay, 100%. It's gonna be impossible to Mike don't touch Jay.
When I catch you, I kill you, You crazy? I know the they get playing with. I'll bring your face. I'll you up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Quick Rundowns, the podcast where we bring you the latest and greatest in the world of sports, entertainment, and everything in between. I'm your host, and today we have a spicy topic to dive into. So grab your popcorn and let's get started. Today we're talking about a showdown that's got the entire sports world buzzing, the potential fight between YouTube sensation Jake Paul and boxing legend Mike Tyson. But wait, there's more to the story. Floyd Mayweather has stepped in and advised Jake Paul to cancel the fight. Why, you ask? Let's break it down. First off, let's talk about Mike Tyson. Everyone knows Iron Mike, right? Tyson is a beast in the ring, a former world heavyweight champion who earned his title at the tender age of 20. His reputation precedes him. He's known for his knockout power, his intimidating presence, and his sheer ferocity. You might recall his fights in the 80s and 90s, where he decimated opponents with brutal efficiency. Tyson's career has been a roller coaster filled with highs and lows, triumphs and controversies. From his early days in Brooklyn to his rise to fame, Tyson has always been a polarizing figure. His boxing style, characterized by explosive power and relentless aggression, made him a formidable opponent. But it wasn't just his physical prowess that set him apart, it was also his mental toughness. Tyson had an aura of invincibility that intimidated even the bravest of fighters. Now, Jake Paul, the YouTube star turned boxer, has been making waves in the boxing community. He's fought a series of matches against fellow YouTubers and MMA fighters, and while he's shown promise, there's a significant gap between his experience and that of a seasoned pro like Tyson. Jake's rise in the boxing world has been unconventional, to say the least. But hey, he's got guts, I'll give him that. Jake Paul first gained fame on Vine and YouTube, where he built a massive following with his pranks, vlogs, and antics. He then transitioned into boxing, initially seen as a publicity stunt by many. However, Jake has proven that he's serious about the sport. He's trained hard, hired reputable coaches, and taken on opponents who, while not at the level of professional boxers, have provided him with valuable experience.
Jake Paul, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since your fight? Since you lost? What's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him! Jake Paul running, champ. Why is he running?
Enter Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest pound-for-pound boxers in history, with an unblemished record of 5-0-0. Floyd is not one to get involved in drama, but this time he couldn't stay silent. When he heard about Jake Paul potentially stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson, Floyd had one clear message: cancel the fight. Mayweather's career is the stuff of legend. Known as Pretty Boy early in his career due to his unmarked face, he later adopted the nickname Money to reflect his financial success. Mayweather's defensive style, characterized by his famous shoulder roll technique, made him nearly impossible to hit cleanly. His ability to outthink and outmaneuver opponents in the ring earned him accolades and cemented his place in boxing history. So why is Floyd so adamant about this? Well, it's not just about protecting Jake from a potentially career-ending match. Floyd respects Tyson's prowess and understands the risks involved. He sees Jake as a young, ambitious fighter who might not fully grasp the gravity of what he's getting into. Jake Paul has a lot of heart, but stepping into the ring with someone of Tyson's caliber is a different level of challenge. Mayweather's warning isn't just about the physical dangers, although those are significant. It's also about the psychological impact. Facing Tyson isn't just about surviving punches, it's about dealing with the mental pressure and intimidation that comes with fighting a legend. Floyd's warning comes from a place of experience and admiration for Tyson. He knows firsthand what it takes to face a legend in the ring. And let's not forget, Jake Paul has a history of stirring the pot. His comments about Tyson's late daughter didn't sit well with many, including Floyd. It's not just a fight for Jake, it's a matter of respect and understanding the boundaries in this sport.
I apologize, but
No apologize.
There's no way he'd get demolished.
Tyson, despite his controversies, is a respected figure in boxing. His personal tragedies, including the loss of his daughter, have added layers to his public persona. For Jake to make light of such a sensitive topic shows a lack of maturity and understanding of the deeper implications. Floyd's reaction isn't just about protecting Jake, it's also about standing up for decency and respect in the sport. But it's not just Floyd who thinks this fight should be called off. Tyson's own coaches weighed in, saying that there's no way Jake can handle Tyson's power. Mike Tyson's punches are legendary. They can break bones, end careers, and leave lasting damage. Jake might be tough, but facing Tyson is a whole different ballgame. Tyson's coach, who has seen him train and knows the power he still possesses, has expressed concerns about the mismatch. While Jake Paul has shown promise, Tyson's experience and raw power present a danger that Jake may not be prepared for. The coach's perspective adds weight to Mayweather's warnings and highlights the potential risks involved. So what happens next? Will Jake Paul heed Floyd's advice and cancel the fight? Or will he push forward, driven by his desire to prove himself? The sports world is on edge, waiting to see how this unfolds. One thing's for sure, if this fight happens, it's going to be one for the history books.
It was good while it lasted for Jake, okay? It was good while it lasted. It's not gonna last much longer. You're fat, Jake. I saw him with his shirt off over there. He's fat.
But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible.
Because every time you say Mike Tyson, you whoop your own ass.
It just creates a psychological problem.
If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be shitting my pants.
Oh, bro.
Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul. Jake Paul's dead. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up. The question is, can his body move along with it?
Let's do it, Jakey. God, wouldn't that be cool?
A good large percentage would want to see you knock his block off.
I would not get into the ring with him unless he had no pulse, rigor mortis had set in. I would not mess with Mike Tyson. I don't care that he's 57. Do not mess with Mike Tyson.
Culturally, you versus Jake Paul, like this young YouTuber takes on one of the greatest heavyweight champions that's ever lived.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a lovely guy. His brother's great too. Logan's a really nice guy.
Please?
That fight would be gigantic.
Every time you say the name, you just become a kid again.
Did you start training already? He's not gonna win. Nigga, he couldn't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How he gonna knock me out? He didn't knock out Tommy Fury. What's the other guy? Anderson Silva. He didn't knock those little guys. How he gonna knock me out? He didn't never knocked out a real man. Come on.
I don't think it's weird, though. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. Anything I'm afraid of, I confront it. And that's my personality.
Reflexes, they go away. Speed, it disintegrates a little bit. It deteriorates a little bit. But power, no, it stays.
This guy's gonna come, he's gonna try to hurt me, which I'm accustomed to, and he's gonna be greatly mistaken. I don't think I'll be smoking for this fight, and I think I'm gonna be really, really irritable and nasty.
Mike now weighs 230 pounds, and he's got these muscles in his forearms. So he's sitting there, and he's a different human. He's so intense that I was like, if this table was closer to him, I would be nervous. Like, I wouldn't be able to do my best job as a podcaster. That's the reason why this table is this width.
Jake Paul is known for his confidence and bold statements. He's built a brand around being a disruptor and taking on challenges that others might shy away from. Canceling the fight could be seen as a sign of weakness, but it could also be a wise decision to preserve his health and career. On the other hand, going through with the fight could either elevate his status or result in a devastating defeat. Before we wrap up, let's consider the implications. If Jake Paul goes through with this, he could either solidify his place in boxing history or face a devastating defeat. On the other hand, if he cancels, he might save himself, but also miss out on a massive opportunity to prove his mettle. It's a tough call, and only time will tell what Jake decides. The potential fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson isn't just about the physical matchup, it's also about the narrative and the storylines that come with it. For Jake, it's an opportunity to prove that he's more than just a YouTuber turned boxer. For Tyson, it's a chance to show that he still has what it takes to compete at a high level. The stakes are high for both fighters, and the decision to proceed or cancel will have significant ramifications. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Quick Rundowns. What do you think? Should Jake Paul cancel the fight, or should he face Mike Tyson in the ring? Let me know your thoughts in the comments or hit me up on social media. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world of sports.